Hey, you, hope you're well. It's likely that you've heard the phrase, we have everything we need within us, or you have everything you need within you to make your dreams come true or to achieve your purpose. But what does that really mean? This time on Exploring Spirituality. We often hear the phrase from spiritual leaders or conscious thought leaders that we have everything within us to make our dreams come true, to achieve our purpose, to live an amazing, beautiful life. We have everything within us. We have everything that we need. But when I first heard that, when I was going through my awakening, my personal growth journey, I found it really hard to believe. And I guess I just didn't understand what it meant. So, what does it mean, and how can we find our way to that place where we believe that we have everything we need to fulfill our purpose? We all come fully equipped for the purpose that we are born to fulfill. And then we live our lives and we get hurt and we experience trauma and we put up walls. We learn destructive behaviors and then we learn not to trust ourselves. When we're on our path and experiencing whether it's a spiritual awakening or consciousness awakening, or we're just experiencing personal growth, and someone says that to us, it's kind of hard to believe at first because oftentimes our world does not reflect that we have everything we need. We may be looking at our life and our world from the perspective of lack. Like we don't have that. We lack what we really need to make our dreams come true. It's really hard to believe that we have everything that we need when our lives don't look exactly like what we want them to. But here's the thing. It's not just a cute phrase or some inspirational thing that people say. It's true. So let me explain it. What it means, though, is that we really do have all the talents and skills and abilities that we need to achieve our purpose or to live out our purpose. We already come with that. We are born with that. But what usually happens as we grow is that we are conditioned to believe that we can't do certain things. Maybe we're told from a young age that we can't do that, or we we learn that maybe that we can't do everything that we want to do, or that we're not able to do everything we want to do. We are conditioned by the things that people tell us that we can't do those things and be those things. But it's just conditioning. It it often sounds like our inner critic in our ear that tells us we can't do this, or we're not good enough, or don't do that, or all sorts of things that and then end up holding us back from doing the things that we truly love. Over time, we develop limiting beliefs, and sometimes we can be involved in energy drains and things that siphon off our energy rather than enrich and give us energy. So that means we really do have, remember, we're born with the ability to do and be and achieve our purpose. It's just that it gets covered by all that conditioning and the limiting beliefs and the critics and everything that's in everybody's told us, which is likely very, very untrue. So all it means, that phrase, we have everything within us, is that we have everything within us. We just need to spend some time healing from that conditioning, maybe unlearning the conditioning or unlearning how to have an inner critic. Maybe we need to build or create an inner cheerleader for us. Maybe we need to heal from all the things that people told us that were a product of their conditioning and not ours. So oftentimes it's just about uncovering that innate ability, those talents, those skills, those desires It's just uncovering those from underneath all that conditioning and limiting beliefs and all the yuck that's out there. As we go through the process of awakening, we then begin to work through those limiting beliefs and tossing out all the conditioning and overcoming all the crap that people have done or said to us that made us cover up those that part of us that is fully equipped and has everything that we need to achieve and live the way we want to live. So oftentimes personal growth is about unlearning everything that's been done to us more than it is about learning how to be and do the things that we love the most. So if we think of it this way, we can think about that phrase that we have everything within us. That is our divinity in a way. Our divine right, our purpose here is to be that beautiful, sweet soul that we were born as. We just have to get through that part where we're undoing everything that's not our divine selves and our beautiful purpose. We just spend so much time getting rid of that, and then we get down to our core. We get back to that place, that self, that true self, that inner self, that true inner divinity that then is the part of us that can move forward and live our purpose and live the life that we are meant to. So while we're here talking about purpose, let me just mention, and perhaps this is worth an entire video by itself, but I just want to mention, when we are seeking our purpose is not always big and grandiose. Sometimes our purpose is quite small and involves just being our own true, sweet, soulful selves. It doesn't always mean we have to do something. We don't have to be somebody big or achieve these great things. Sometimes it's just a matter of being our happy selves, being our true selves, whatever is underneath all that conditioning, all that trauma, all that yuck energy, all that stuff that's kept us small. Everything underneath that is our true self, our highest self, our divine self. And that's the self that is capable and has everything it needs to move forward on purpose. So it's that healing process of sometimes awakening, sometimes it's just personal growth. Sometimes it's just something that happens that kind of shakes us and moves us out of that covered up self and then allows us to be exactly who we are, that again, that inner true self, that higher self, that divine self. That's the part that has everything. So it's always with us. It's always with us. It's always in here. It just does get covered up by conditioning and trauma and how we put our walls up and how we limit ourselves through fear. Our true inner self, the one with everything we need to live our exact, true, purposeful life, is always there. It's just buried underneath all that crap that we then need to learn from, grow from, and move out of to truly step into our purpose. And that's what it is. We don't even have to find our purpose or search for it. We just step into it once we heal. So nothing is preventing us from living our true self and our higher self and our divinity and our inner purpose. Nothing at all is preventing us from living that other than our conditioning, limiting beliefs, the walls that we built to protect ourselves, all of that. Once we heal from that, then we are already living on purpose. So remember, when somebody says, oh, we have everything within us, we have everything we need to fulfill our purpose, we've got everything we need, just remember that it is always there. It's always there within us. It's just buried under the stuff that we haven't healed yet. So it's always there, and we can access it at any time by doing our healing. In each one of my videos, I highlight someone who I've worked with or has really inspired me. And for this video, I am highlighting Tara Brach. You may recognize the name. I've highlighted her before when I've talked about mindfulness courses, her mindfulness courses with Jack Kornfield. I'm sure I've mentioned that in another video, but this time I am highlighting Tara Brach herself. I have been reading her book called Trusting the Gold. That's my little bookmarker. Called Trusting the Gold by Tara Brach. And the subtitle is Uncovering Your Natural Goodness. And I am really inspired by this book. It's a book of stories and anecdotes about things that she's learned in her life and stories that she's heard from others about trusting that natural goodness that we have inside us, trusting that inner part of us that has everything we need. It's about uncovering and getting back to that goodness within ourselves, that gold, as she says. Check out this book. Local library or local bookstore is always my recommendation because I'm a big fan of shopping locally. So check her out. If you're still watching this video, I am so grateful to you for supporting my channel with your likes, comments, subscribes. I truly appreciate it. And I'm grateful to you for your precious time and your precious energy. Until the next time on Exploring Spirituality, I love you. Be well.